Hi everyone, this is Dragon GGY. 2 patches have passed, it's time for a new module reveal update. Same protocol, same rating system. To catch more timely updates, you can use my online Google Sheet, or you can join my Discord server where live discussions happen. Links will be in the description below. We're starting off with Rosa X, one of, if not the most powerful module ever released. The 115% multiplier is the first in her kit. All other besiegers have one or more in their skills or traits, therefore a new buff zone for Rosa. The module gives a stunning 98.5% max damage increase to heavy enemies, making her the definite answer to them. Overall, this module is unparalleled in terms of damage improvement as well as its coverage. The only drawback would be the fact that against lightweight enemies, there will be close to zero improvements. Next, Hellagur X module. This module is overall survival oriented, but since it gives him higher attack speed and makes it easier to achieve, it does make it easier for him to maintain at that max attack speed for a higher DPS, which will boost his damage potential. He can now tank more damage when critical thanks to shelter and higher HPS, so that he survives longer for skills to come back. However, this module doesn't provide much improvement to his damage per hit, and he will still stand scratch against higher defense enemies. One thing I need to point out is that please either do not do the module at all or go straight to level 3. Otherwise, the max attack speed threshold will be out of sync with the shelter, and you will find yourself harder to reach that max attack speed. For Mizuki's second module, it's also survival oriented with some attack increase. This module is best suited when you are going to use him without any healing resources for him. It can also in some degree compensate for the self-damage for skill 3. On a side note, the higher dodge chance can work with the dodge relics in IS3, but it is not a very popular build. In my opinion, this module is not remotely as impactful as Module X in terms of damage, especially when he can be healed. And the heal on kill still would not justify using skill 3 for me. On to Archetto's second module, and this one is a down ladder. Good thing about this module is that it gives good attack attribute 48, higher than what Axia got. But other than that, the buff to Lantern Tactics is unimpactful and honestly disappointing. One stat I can offer is that if you do a frame-by-frame simulation of Fiametta's skill 2, the pattern will be 80% chance for 4A1 kill, which means her skill will come up after 4 auto attacks. There's also a 20% chance for 3A1 kill. With Archetto's level 3 X module, that pattern will be buffed to just 60% chance for 4A1 kill and 40% chance for 3A1 kill. So this is miles away from a stable 3A1 kill, which many people have hoped for. And considering how most people won't play the game frame by frame, this improvement would be almost neglectable. Even to herself, this module makes very little difference to her skill cycling, especially if you compare it to her first module, which I will elaborate later. Overall, I'm going to say the main reason for doing this module is for the attributes. Into the latest patch, we have Eyjafjalla X. The base effect of 10 Res Ignore is very impactful and almost a no-brainer. The upgrades follow the same mentality as she was its first module, allowing her to buff casters without having to deploy. This also matches her shift of playstyle, which is now heli dropping hit and run with skill 3. Overall, this module makes her a reliable caster buff, but does not impact the upper limit of her damage potential a lot. For the other 6-star core caster, Ceobe X on the other hand gives herself great damage improvement. Base effect again is very good, but the upgrades are even better. They are obviously designed for skill 2, which has a matching lock-on logic and can stack to max percentage in just 3 seconds with the faster attack. With this module, she's now a competitive solution to enemies with extremely high defense and still performs fairly well even if they have moderate resistance thanks to the base effect. The reason I'm not giving S priority is that the high defense solution race has been fairly crowded recently. with the release of Pozyamka, then Schwartz's second module, and then we have Winnar and also now Rosa's module. Although they all do have specializations, and trust me, Ceobe has the most unique one, she's not necessarily always the best and cheapest option. So I will have her on A+ for now. Next we have Saria Y. This module is designed to make her tankier, and in most cases she can fill in the role of a protector with this module. More attacks also translates into more constant healing as compared to the below 50% HP requirement from her first module. In short, the priority depends on the defenders you have built and what role you want her to play. And finally we have Lumen Y. I've seen a lot of players use his skill 3 as a large range, fast healing pure medic. If that is talking about you, then this base effect will make him even better. For the upgrade, due to how his second talent can also trigger his first talent that gives resistance on healing, this module actually impacts both his talents, so that's good. However, they are optional still and wouldn't make a big difference, especially in the stages without status effect. After rating the new modules, I'm introducing a new session called Rating Updates. As we progress through the versions, the perception we have on older modules can change. This can be the result of relearning more about the operator, changes in meta or environment like different IS themes, or from comparison between the operator's older and newer module. This session will cover ratings that I want to reveal and change, where I will also provide reasons behind these decisions. Looking back on Archetto's first module, it feels reasonable after that disappointing X module. This module gives solid SP on deployment, making her able to activate skill on drop. The 8 attack speed and 4 from attribute adds up to 12, which can make her attack at 0.9 seconds interval, so that's effectively faster skill cycling as well. She can recover skill 3 in 19 seconds with mod Y versus the 18 seconds with the supposedly buffed to Landon tactics of mod X. I'm raising the IC of this module from B- to B, recommend level from 0 to level 1+, and priority from B to B+. Next one is Mizuki's first module. Compared to the general survivability offered by his newer mod Y, this module provides quite crucial improvement to all his skills. He has also seen higher perception from players for the high DPH with his skill 1 and binds with his skill 2. I presume it was because the high attack and high defense melee enemies in high difficulty IS3. So if survival is not a problem, this module is generally recommended more. Ratings for IC from B- to B+ here, and I will recommend level 2+ now. Priority from B to B+ for this one. To close things up, I'm also gonna talk about Ebenholz's first module. Although that charge problem remained a shortcoming of his kit, he's still outstanding at deleting enemies with that initial burst from a full stored attack. In cases where his key targets comes in favorable patterns, this module is the superior choice for extra burst damage potential compared to mod Y. I'm raising the ratings for both MR and IC from B- to B, and I think it's fine to go for the upgrades for those additional store damage. Priority now up from B- to B+ as well. That's all for this update. I hope it helps with your decisions, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.